What's up, and welcome back, fellow Siege spectators and players, to another installation Siege Double Shot. It's time to siege the day here in the Talent League, and I am the Reverend Whiskey Glitter. With me, as always, my partner, my co-host, Mr. Whiskey Run. Say hello, Whiskey.
Welcome everyone to the Talent League. We're seeing the Masters Division Play Day 5. Unfortunately, the first match was a forfeit. We were supposed to see FF versus 20 Esports, but unfortunately, it happens in Siege. Okay, that one's a forfeit. Now though, we get to see Loud versus BTD going to Chalet, one of my all-time favorite maps. I love this one.
That's right, baby. It's a classic map with classic strats. And if you've ever played a game of Siege, you probably have played it on Chalet. We've been seeing a ton of interesting play, a ton of interesting bans across the board, both EU and NA. Expect to see some really spicy gameplay. Maybe the Ram coming out to play, bunch of tertiary site play. I'm super pumped for it.
Yeah, for sure. Seeing those first floor sites played all the time, all of that soft destruction upstairs in library, or if you go to the basement, all the soft destruction in fireplace. There's the ton of opportunities for vertical and really fun map too. It's like a combination of a little bit of Oregon with that L-shaped map, plus a lot of open space there, and some great angles, some great repels. Looking forward to it, man.
That's right, baby. It's a best of one banger here. Loud versus BTD, and we are getting started. Let's talk about it. Who's off the board first? We getting rid of Flores? Flores or Ying? Probably Flores, right? Huge for that extension
Yeah.
util, but it is going to be the Ying, right? We see Ying
Yep.
banned out just almost every single time we see Chalet played now. Because she's so huge. Those 4 Candelas, great for the execute, great for room clear, great for roam clear, just great in general. So obviously we see her taken out of there pretty quickly.
Yep. Yep.
Not
Ooh,
one I can ever
Thatcher.
recall. Yeah, I can never call the Thatcher ban, right? Because it seems like a moot point because we still have those impact EMPs to help deal with any sort of breach denial situation. But still seeing him banned out quite a bit because, of course, his radius on those EMPs are absolutely huge.
It's interesting. I mean, BTD on the attacking side banning Thatcher, usually having him on the board for flexibility is a bit of a boost for the attacking team. I'm surprised that they banned him out on this map, but Valkyrie not surprised, right? Starting off on attack, the intel game from Valkyrie. There's a lot of great Valcam spots here on Chalet, so having her off the board, big boost there from the intel game on BTD side.
Yep, and then of course, last but not least, Architect Gonzo Garbanzo, able to change the whole entire landscape of the map. So obvious why she is been banned out. Has one of the highest defensive ban rates currently sitting because she's just so incredibly OP. But we talk about the 5 golden ringers of defense. That leaves 3 because you can only ban 2. So Solus, Fenrir, and Mira still going to be available, and not just available, but on the board and ready to be played.
All right.
Yep, absolutely huge. So here we go. Can't believe we've got some weekend siege here in the Talent League. Big shout out to the producer and the observer, Nanos, the liar, Vifi. Always a pleasure to get going with them on this game, and this is going to be no different. Look for some really exciting free cam work.
One of my favorite additions to the game of Siege here with the year 8. I think it was season 3, bringing that finally. Really awesome.
Yep, I finally had a chance to try to use the free cam in a setting where I'm hosting a game, and it was disastrous. So big shout out to Vifi, big shout out to you who were able to use those things without any issues. I couldn't get it to go for the life of me. So not up to me. So here we are. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. It's round 1. We're headed to Tersh site play, which, I mean, I guess I need to stop calling it that, right? These first floor sites are definitely becoming primary, secondary sites. And as I'm saying it, we're already starting on one of them. Going to be Solus on the board. Absolutely huge operator. Able to see those electronic gadgets from just about everywhere across the map. Going to be the first kill getting taken down as BZ goes down. Now, 2 of them falls. Discount goes down as well. Holy cow, just like this, that Vector is ringing out. Claymore going to claim the life of BZ as well now as we find ourselves into a 4v2. I mean, just incredibly rapidly 3v2 now as that does get me take score line or body bounce evened up. Jeez, can I talk? Let's go. All on the shoulder of Venom.
I was definitely going to say that the mirror location that they had upstairs on the second floor looked like it was not in a great place, because in the closet but facing the hard wall, but really Mirage grabbing 2 off the back of that mirror and killing a ton of time and holding that upstairs position for a full minute.
Ooh!
Before the attackers were able to get in, but now 2v1.
Yeah, Arthur's just ripped off the board with a deadly swing. Now taking us all onto the shoulders of Habana in this 1v2. Wamai and Mute to take on. Still do have a C4 on the board, and of course Habana, low health. Still has 3 of those flashes, so hopefully to see the initial kill and then start flashing side to get in and try to cause a little bit of damage. And get yourself closer to that plant. Look at this patience, too.
Oh, yeah.
Mute
just
waiting
that
for it.
shotgun angle. Yep.
Oh, yeah. And there it was.
It is.
Cross set up just about perfectly. Ready for the swing. The bait out with the shots behind the chassis ultimately led to a defensive win there. It's going to be Loud taking the first one.
M59 SAS shotgun, just brutal, especially with the shotgun buff that we've seen. Seeing a ton of competitive play. You know, its utility and site setup obviously huge, but man, just how ADS, just that thing has become an absolute menace. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, same. In the hands of the right person, of course. In my hands, not so much. The shotgun meta, the shotgun buff did not help me out. I seem to have gotten worse. It's going to be a bar gaming setup, as we are going to see those Elite 3 still on the board. Solus, Fenrir, and Mira going to be utilized. Frost going to be brought out for Chalet. Somebody we see as a constant. Got that rework coming up finally. Going to be able to get up out of your own frost traps coming up on this new revamp. It's controversial.
Yeah, definitely controversial. I think a lot of the changes, the increase in the duration of the debuff when you pull yourself out of a frost mat, I think that was a good change. It gives the attacker, the attacking team, a bit more of a choice about which one do they want to do. They really want to have that player pull themselves out, or go for the help out there to prevent the minute debuff. That's huge. A third of the round, if you hit a frost mat, you're debuffed there for a minute. So instead of the 20 seconds that was originally on the test server.
Yeah, and it gives you a blood trail, going to be able to follow you across the board with that. Can't run, and you've got delayed movement. So definitely going to be a crazy one. Already making their way inside. It is Ash getting ready to get on the board. It's going to be Doman taken off. Arthur's going to be the next to fall. As, oh my lord, yeah, we are just getting active here. Brava, usually known for the drone play, going to be taking out some kills instead. Finds themselves a double with 2 minutes left still on the board.
Yeah, the defensive team pushing a little bit more than I think they needed to. Now hopefully bunkering themselves back down here into sight. They lost a couple unfortunate ones right at the beginning with Solus and Fenrir gone. Really unfortunate they're not going to have control over the dread mines, where the fear is going to be active, and all the intel from Solus just unavailable at this point.
What happened to my toy? Close activated. It's careful.
Still a lot of activity upstairs on the second floor, trying to both on the attacking team and the defensive side. Oh, blended into the bookcase there, man. Could barely see, but triple kill from Den already. Frost and Mute still got their work cut out for him. let's just call it just Mute has got his work cut out for him.
Throwing frag grenade. Swapping mags.
Going live.
Whiskey might have been subject to the technical difficulties of Siege.
Check, check. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Weird. Okay, 41 seconds left. It's all on the shoulders of the Mute here in this last round. Flores is down to 20 HP and a dream in this 3v1. Last 30 seconds. Hold on to your seats. Going to have to pull something out here.
Yeah, this looks really good for the BTD attacking team here to start
Flash
with.
right
Mute's still in a great spot, but patch drop coming in.
Ooh!
Nice.
Finds one. Not able to find the second as the double hatch drop rings out. There's a great combo move play by the attacking team, evening up that scoreline, taking us to a 1-1. A 1-1 headed into 3. So if you're new to Siege or you're new to the last couple of seasons, Mr. Whiskey Run, why don't you tell us about this Fenrir, who we have dubbed into the 5 golden ringers of defense?
Yeah, I mean, originally we talked about the 4, but I mean, really, with Fenrir coming in, he's one of those OP defensive operators. The Fenrir gadget, the F-Not Dread Mine, brings the fear. He gets 5, and he's allowed to have 3 of them active at any time. Uses his cell phone to activate them. They're bulletproof when inactive, and just really a incredible gadget, both for its ability to blind the attacking team, a little bit of a sound call, sort of like a proximity mine. We've seen some teams use them if Fenrir is really active at turning them on and turning them off. It's a really incredible gadget, and coupled with the MP7, nice high fire fast rate gun. He's been an operator that we see banned out regularly because of his what he brings to the table for a defensive lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about this attacking team as we're getting into round number 3 here. Brought some verticality along as the buck is on the board. We are going to see Ghosty picking up that roam, right? Dokkaebi gets banned out quite a bit because she is so effective at clearing out that roam game. Huge pick right off the gate as Ghosty uses that DMR to find the face of Warden. Does get equalized here as Den, the heart one of the hard breach, ripped off the board. That's why sometimes you got to bring the double. Right, set yourself up for the split push, and then if it doesn't end up heading in your favor, you still have something to rely on to still get into sight, so you don't have to worry about walking down those stairs. It's such a detrimental piece of the push for the attacking team.
Yeah, leaving Dokkaebi on the board and taking the Thatcher off. That's definitely an interesting one, not the usual. So now I think maybe BTD seeing that Loud was playing a bit more spread out, a little bit more roam, so bring the Dokkaebi to try and clear out the roam game better.
Yep, agreed. Body bounce sitting in advantage to nobody as we do have a ton of first floor control here. Don't potentially know about this Solus or Fenrir, or at least we haven't sussed them out exactly yet. Going to put them in a really great position for this late round flank, and if they catch them, could be absolutely huge here for this. Still looks like a little bit of a split push. They're going to get snowmobiles open. Oh no, that's Trench. That's Trench. Okay, so it is full on the backside, north side take.
Yeah, that Fenrir hiding in library. Oh no, looks like the ping came out. Looks like Fenrir did get pinged.
Time for a wake-up call.
So here we are, minute left on the board. It is going to be Cade and Solus to get taken off the board. Fenrir quickly to follow.
Discount! Let's go! Grabbing a double.
Now to put it all onto the shoulders of the mirror as the plant does go down. Zoop got one, needs to find 2 more. Got to have 7 seconds on the board here to get that defuse, and it is all verticality here. Unfortunate for the mirror. Going to make it real tough for this late round push. We got the grenade coming out. A little bit of damage. 20 seconds left on the board, and we're going to go for the long arm. See if they're going to be able to stick it here.
Tight. Oh!
Oh!
No
the
way!
triple
Mira
still
got
has
that?
got enough time here, but it's got to push in, and that's going to be all she wrote there. Is Ghosty going to finish it off with the SMG-12?
That was a great round from Dokkaebi. Ghosty there playing a nice shot at the beginning. The the call coming out and allowing Ayana to grab 2, discount upstairs, grabbing 2 kills off the back of that Dokkaebi call, and then able to finish off the planter down there with the SMG-12. That was a great round. They're going to rethink whether or not they should be banning Dokkaebi, I think, on their next game.
Yeah, wildly and rapidly becoming one of my most banned attack operators because that phone call is so devastating. It doesn't matter where you're at, unless you're sitting on a mute jammer, which they did bring this time. You're getting sussed out. They're going to hear you, and it's going to ring for days. Not only that, when Dokkaebi gets the kill, she gets the cams. Intel in inches is what we talk about being necessary for this game. If you don't have the intel, you will not gain the inches unless you're just winning every single gunfight that you're coming into. Not a likely story in the competitive scene, for sure. So yeah, Dokkaebi being absolutely huge for the attack team. Not going to opt to go with him this time, as we of course have the mirror on the board. If the mirror's on the board, we're going to get that Twitch out. Got to get rid of those pesky little mirrors. My permaban on defense.
Yeah, yep, same. Happy to have Mira off the board because, you know, you don't know whether or not somebody's playing behind, but they got that same setup, holding the mirror from the closet to cover the fluke valve door. It's a good call. I like that setup.
Yep, agreed. Arthur's trying to get a ton of info here for the side of the defense, unable to get themselves a kill just yet, but being incredibly effective with the amount of
Twitch drone. That was wild.
That was great. And it worked too. Oh, did he get it?
Yes, yeah, he did. Yep.
Wow, what an effective use of the Twitch drone there. Absolutely huge, getting that mirror off. Going to make that push in up top a little bit easier for 2F, gain some of that verticality.
That was wild seeing him smoke the Twitch drone deployment.
Hey, it's perfect, right? Those things get shot out regularly. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Off the bathroom window! Wamai! Caught on the reload. In fact, you're gonna ring out onto the Hibana to even this up a little bit. Twitch does go down. It's the C4, yes! Baby! Goes to the off the board, now putting us into a 4v2, all starting to fall apart for this attacking team. The battle for the bathroom window ringing out is now shots from both directions are going to try to claim their life. Not going to be able to capitalize as he falls back down from those highway windows. Still sitting in a 4v2. Ayana with the 2 nades, and it's going to be starting to look at some aggressive potential run out play here. It's going to be Dom rotating around. Try to find where this secondary push is going to be coming from.
Yeah, the attacking team still, I think, stuck outside. Definitely unfortunate for them, Ayana being pushed back out of that position.
And there it is. Arthur's is going to get located on the drone, spotted out. It's a pinch potentially trying to happen here on this player sitting on the stairs, but unfortunate, not going to happen. Just set up perfectly for the last bit of push in and the last 2 fall. Very quickly.
Yep. Attacking team just did not have the intel to be able to find a good way to push in. Losing the battle upstairs was definitely unfortunate. Ayana needed to be able to grab that piece of real estate upstairs. I thought maybe she was going to get it with Lamai, but to rotate from the defense to cover the other angle through the top of blue to be able to hold that bathroom window from outside. Playing together as a team, both of these guys back and forth. Yeah, great teamwork from both teams so far.
Yeah, it's what you love to see. The buddy system in full effect here as we have a tied up scoreline. It's 2-2. It's been the pattern. It's been the gameplay that we've seen. It's the 3-3 split that we have been looking at so often here, both in the EU and the NA. And when you're at this caliber of team, I mean, it makes sense, right? Each team firing on all cylinders. I love it. Yeah. Let's go.
This isn't random. It's not random ranked here. We're getting to see the Masters division. Getting to see. We've casted loud a few times now. I think this is our first for BTD, but so far I really like what I'm seeing. You have one of the players from Victoria who we have casted before. It looks like filling in.
Yep, let's go. We're all friends here. Sure, I'll play in your game. I'm with it. Pretty similar setup here for the defense. We are going to have those frost traps being utilized yet again. I wonder how this new rework's going to affect the pick rate, especially here on Chalet. I imagine it's probably not going to change that much, right? Frost Mask still going to be effective for making sure that you have to look down when you're vaulting in the windows, checking every door.
Yep. Yep, they were able to. Hibana was able to grab the mirror window, and they've got that opened up now. That's a huge power position now that their defense is not going to be able to hold nearly as well there in stock.
Changing mags.
Agreed. On the attacking side of it, opted for the Nook and the Iona, so we brought plenty of nades for the table protection of that suicide corner, but Wamai going to get himself out of library and get back down into sight now, which is a good call because there's the Capital Fire just a little bit too late to try to clear that Wamai out. Able to retreat to some relative safety. Oh!
And that's
Yowza.
diffuser. Oh!
Den! Oh my lord, popping off now, puts himself off the double, giving body balance in favor of nobody as we get evened up here in this 3v3.
That was the Nook rotate through the basement, coming up and grab a double. Well executed on Den's part, and still alive. Fight.
P90 gonna claim one of those lives as Arthur now has 2 kills on the board. Still got an impact, still got a C4 in the hands of the mirror as well in this 3v2. Speaking of C4s, the siege timing. Thought for sure that was going to mop them up, but no, that is not the case. Still 3v2 in favor of the defense here. Woo! Arthur's coming alive. Found himself a triple, finally on the board, and not just finally, but takes 3. Oh, huge round. Capital able to find 1. Needs 1 more to get it a little bit evened up for that potential plant situation. 40 seconds still left on the board. He's going to open up some verticality. Maybe a little bit of distraction. But you know what it is. It's going to be the hatch drop. 15 seconds left on the board. Ooh.
Oh my.
Yow.
Discount definitely
with
having
the
a
double.
great game so far here.
The discount double check. Low health scenario, and you run, you die. It's one of the primary cardinal rules of Siege. Keep your gun up, or you're going to fall victim to the swing. And that was the case there. Fenrir able to mop that one up.
That's his second clutch up there. We've seen Falix have a second round where he clutched at the end to put Loud up 3-2.
So 1 round away from this first half being over. What do you think, Whiskey? Is it going to be the 3-3? Are we going to see BTD bring back another round and take us even on the split?
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah, because they've been playing fantastic, and it doesn't feel like we're seeing one particular site or one particular setup being great. It's just when one of the teams can get a couple pieces of utility, just a couple shots together to make all the difference in the world with how these guys are playing so far. So I'm definitely feeling like we could easily see this one go 3-3.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. It's going to be heading down to the basement yet again here.
5 seconds left.
We are going to see the Mira back on the board. Fun fact about Mira, we saw local pro Manthano try Mira tricking a thermite charge. I'm going to be posting about that on Twitter a little bit later today and show you the result of that. It was actually very humorous and albeit a little bit effective. I mean, it kind of worked. That's going to be holding on to that verticality here as you're going to see that hatch being opened up. Oh, this could be huge. This could be huge. The run out. But they are ready. Discount ripping the head off of Arthur's, getting body bounce tipped heavily in favor. Well, not heavily, but in favor for sure of the attacking team. And that's all of that intel gone from the Solus. Huge pick, especially with the 3-kill pop-off on the last round.
That was awesome. Great teamwork there by the attacking team. They were ready for the run out. I don't know if they did it or it was just pure good luck. Either way, that was well played on the side of BTD and Discount. It seems like he has had, it's only sitting at 6-5-1, the kill leader on the team, but still feels like his kills have been really, really effective.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
empty frags.
Cost-efficient kills. Yep, exactly. Agreed. Agreed. Minute 40 left on the board here. Wow, look at that verticality all the way from the top floor.
Yeah, and if he had been on his drone just a little bit over, Warden was going to grab that one. Siege timing as well. She was covering the door. The player ran across the open door just as Mira hid behind the wall. That was some siege timing.
Agreed. Oh, they know that he's there.
Oh.
Couple of shots through. Dokubi's pushing in. They've got the call through the window. SMG-12 going to find that head, but it is going to get traded out on BZ as well. So we now find ourselves into a 4v3. C4 ready, primed, prep. Wow. Gonzo gets him. Alex finds huge kill on Den. That's going to be one of the hard breaches off the board. Both hard breaches now off the board. Going to have to rely on some of those can openers. Get a little bit extra sight lines. They did get trench open, however, so could see a little bit of a split push. It is going to be Buck to find a kill, but HRB going to trade that back, now putting us into a 2v2. 30 seconds left on the board. It is sitting a little bit favored in this defensive hand as their time waits for no man here. Dokubi call going out.
Going to give enough info for a nade? No. She's still got one left. Discount's got one.
Is inside 16 seconds. Gonna find the head of Cade. Now putting us into a 2v1. Plant's gonna start going down. Oh, did you see that plant spot? Write that down, chat. That's the new rank spot. Break them, get in. It's a post plant, a 2v1. It's all resting on the shoulders of HRB. Hoping to catch somebody on the rotate out while they're setting up the cross. It's the swing. Not gonna find anything there as he pushes around, takes a shot onto the rotate. It's gonna be the swing on pillar.
Ran.
Not gonna happen. Yep, you run, you die. You've seen it twice, folks. When you're in the middle, don't put your gun down because that is almost always gonna be what happens. Unless you're J Money, who can drop shot, hip fire. Just
yeah, definitely unfortunate there. Warden had his gun pointing at the ceiling when he ran around the corner into the gun of Discount and Ayana. So unfortunate there from the defensive team, but there you go. BTD and Loud tied up 3-3. What a half going into round 7.
Yeah, oh yeah, just some absolute gunning going on here. And kills spread out pretty evenly across the board, right? One absolute standout kill leader, and that, of course, is going to be Phalix sitting at that 10-3. Been saying their name quite a bit for this match, and that's why on to the Bravo. I love the role swap. I love to see what the other team is now going to be bringing to it, right? Usually we would call Chalet a defensive-sided map, but with the recent meta switch that we've been watching in person, like watching it happen,
10 seconds left.
3-3 split has become the new norm.
Yeah. When you've got some evenly matched teams playing in a competition setting, agreed. That is definitely what we seem to be seeing. And it's only a best of one, so these teams are having to adapt right now here in just this one map. So now they've got a bit of the play style here, but both teams starting over here on the side swap now, and all evened up. So they get to do their sussing out and they're adapting on the new side.
If you're BTD, you're feeling pretty good about capturing 3 of those on the attacking side of it. Going into your defense up by a round, probably more than what you feel like you probably should have here. As we call it a defensive map, BTD putting themselves in a good place, especially as Dom gets taken off the board. That's your Roam sus gone. That's the DMR absolutely devastated.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
That's going to be body bounce tipped pretty heavily in favor now of BTD as Solus does find the kill after taking a little bit of damage in that contest. Got that Rook armor, so she's feeling all right.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at the design, the patch notes here coming out for the most recent, Rook consistently, almost every season, every patch, on the overpowered, underpicked side of that graph, Rook continues to be such a vital operator there. When he's picked, you definitely have an advantage to win.
That's right. Who doesn't love that last stand? Get the heck back up. They are going to find Den as he gets ripped off the board. The last of his HP ripped away. Going to put us into a 4v3 situation. It is in favor of the defense here. We talk about time waiting for no man. This is the same. Falc's going to start getting some of those air jabs down. Get ready for a little bit of a collapse. HRB making their way
HRB
up.
walk
Yeah.
up. I thought Mira was going to swing there because clearly had the view on him watching that mirror window, but no.
Oh, my Lord.
Speaking
Could
of
be.
swinging-
Oh!
No!
The cross set up. It's going to be the P90 from Rook ringing out. He's going to claim that life now, putting us into a 4v2, all resting on the shoulders of Arthur's and Falix. Like I said, Falix 10-3. We've seen him pull out some incredible clutch situations. This will have to be no different here. The cross set up and held from Mira, so that push up the stairs is going to be tough. Ready for the shots, and of course is going to not find it. Ghosty does get the triple, however, as there's a ton of damage done onto Arthur. Last one alive, and he's going to fall. Is the P90 going to ring that one out? Is that a quad piece for Ghosty? Sheesh.
Well, didn't we just talk about how Rook was OP? There we go. The Rook meta on full display here from the BTD team. No, just kidding. I don't think he's actually going to be a meta yet, but definitely still underpicked and overpowered.
All right, BTD, first
Hope he
one
still got
on.
him.
Locate and defuse
Yep.
bomb.
First one's on the board here at the back end of the half. We're gonna go check out some bar gaming.
Yep, back to a first floor site here. You know, we went upstairs first, and
Attackers have located the
what
bomb.
it potentially is the new secondary site here, Bar Gaming, and they're gonna set up library for the hold upstairs, frost mats, and who else are they gonna stick upstairs in the corner? Sometimes we see Doc, maybe a Wamai.
Yeah, well, I think would be a great call. You know, they're gonna try to bring some of that fire, some of those nades, some way to flush somebody out of that suicide corner there. And yeah, gonna hold library because verticality is so huge here. If we see Mira on the board, which we do, discount bringing it out, 8 and 5 discount bringing that out. We're gonna see the Twitch. Every op got a counter, which is the one for that. You know what's great too is to watch a really good Twitch player. Is absolutely an emotional and incredible adventure. Twitch players can go one of two ways: either completely OP, or I wouldn't play Twitch again. In this competitive league, most are the OP version of that. I can't handle the F2 to save my life. Lots of respect for those who can. It's going to be a clutch drone taken off the board. I believe they got the cam, though. They did. Yep, able to set that up. Here's the quick entry from HRB, is now trying to get themselves some vertical control.
Oh yeah, you see those blue outlines everywhere right now. Seems like Loud. They've got intel. They got drones. This they're looking a lot more coordinated here on this one. So hopefully they can convert that into a round win and even it back up.
Flores, that's the reason you see him banned so often. He is so huge for that extension util, and as you just watched, got the deployable off of the library stairs. Such a power position to be holding. Gonna put it a little bit more on the shoulders of Ghosty in this library play. Oh my Lord, Falix down to 5 HP in a dream, does down Den. Ghosty gonna be the next to taken off the board. There's the Fenrirs, those were we talking about. Those clouds of gas gonna claim the life of Wamai, and now Mirror to fall. We find ourselves in a 5v1. Falix on the double kill here. Boy, this is a tough situation if you're the Warden.
Yeah, BZ, really, we need to see him pick it up.
That's a good way to do it.
That's a good way to do it. A bit of an empty frag, unfortunately, but Yeah, we need to see BZ there step it up. I think he's gonna need to be the player that that BTD needs to come pick it up to maybe put together a couple wins in a row here. 4-4 again, back and forth. Holy smokes!
Yes, so it's going to be aggressive on both sides of the board, and I am here for that.
It was good use of the Brava, great use of the Flores. The extension utility player was on point. Played that one really well.
Yep, and it ends up being flawless round in the hands, or not a flawless round. That's right, they did find the one. And you know what? I don't know if that was an impactless kill, right? You find yourselves in a 1v5. Every kill at that point is towards your goal of being the last one alive.
Well, I imagine it does a little bit of help them mentally too, right? Getting the flawless does feel a bit, you know, there's a little bit of ego there involved. So I think that was good for them to be able to prevent the flawless and say, okay, you know, you guys didn't just roll over us. We had an opportunity.
Yep, agreed. Let's talk about this defense as we head back to the bar gaming site. What you like about it? It's that double shoddy run? Sheesh.
Yes, let's see it happen. Oh. Somebody's got a phone call coming.
That's right.
Unfortunately, it's about your extended car warranty. Making sure that covering the downstairs. Okay, you got Ayana and Brava opening up that entry point in for her.
Right, and that was one of the reasons is because that's one of their plays, right? That's what we saw utilized on the map. Nook coming up from the basement and finding the double. It is the long-range shots from HRB here. Top Mez in, all the way into Solarium. An incredibly long angle. That was wild. Dom here in a little bit of a showdown in the bathroom area. Neither player really willing to give any of. Oh, Den gonna find the kill on HRB. Might take an Ash off the board. Huge pick. They've got the intel. They know
more
exactly
utility.
where he's
Yep. Question is were we still seeing the bathroom fight? Yeah, Fenrir still holding the bathroom window, but the attacker dropped off, rotated around.
Yep, realized that was not a situation that he wanted to be in. WASD'd his way out to take another gunfight. It's body bounce, tipped in favor of BTD here. In this 5v3, still got a minute and 18 left.
Ooh, nade from below?
Oh,
Yes.
this could be huge. This could be huge. Oh,
no!
Just escapes with his life.
1
Now it's reduced to
second. 1
half
second. Oh, man. Easy. Not going to realize how amazingly close that was. And it turns out that he's going to be able to return the damage favor double right in Ayana's dome with the M59. Let's go.
Yeah, that's tough. If that grenade comes out, you're actually putting yourself into a 1v1 situation instead. A little bit more favorable, a little bit better chance for you to end that round in your favor. And it's going to be BTD up by 1 as we head into 10.
Man, that nade from below, so great. And, you know, it's getting close. We're going to see the meta shift, I think. We're going to see the meta shift. Ayana's losing her nades, and who's picking them up? 2 players. We're seeing Finka and Gridlock picking up the frags. Huge. I mean, Gridlock now going to be able to just burn Wamais and burn ADS. She's just got 4 throwables. In addition to now 2 frag grenades. So if Wamai is out there and you throw the tracks are still going to deploy and allows her to open up and clear utility for the frags to come out. I think we may see a bit of a shift into the Gridlock meta, bro.
Ooh, I'm here for it. Underutilized, underrated, and overpowered for sure. And I love it. Oh no, the run out. Ghosty getting aggressive on Dom. That's huge too. Body balance in the favor of BTD, but it's also the twitch off the board. There goes your intel. There goes your util clear. Tough play. That was a tough play.
Yeah, they didn't have Mira, so losing Twitch isn't the same level of loss as it would be if Mira was there, where you were relying on the Twitch drones to be able to clear that utility, but still huge.
Yeah, especially with Fenrir on the board, right? That Twitch can take those drone or those fear in a cans out. And that sound that you're hearing, folks, that's the newest operator, Ram. That thing got a Hemi, baby. Look at all of that soft floor destruction and verticality that opens up. It's going to be one of the reasons we don't see basement played very often anymore. Because, yeah, that's all of B-site completely opened up for some vertical play here. They did get Legion off the board, so that body balance is evened up.
Definitely slowing down on the attacking side, which I think is a good call. Take a little bit more time to suss them out, drone them out here, and make sure that they've got their attack set up and ready.
HRB finding a kill, finding a double now as their inside plant is going down. Solus on the feet holes. Oh my lord, Jaeger gonna get ripped off the board now. It's all on the shoulders of BZ. What a crazy turn of events, right? It's not just that the attackers won that round, but they won it dramatically.
Yep. Yep, even on the back of the spawn peak there from Ghosty, the attacking team was still able to come together and pull that one out in a win. This game has been awesome to watch from the back and forth, where the teams are they're not making huge mistakes on either side. It is literally the game of inches. One kill, the piece of utility clear, sometimes is all that it takes, and there's some great shots on both sides of the game here.
Yeah, it's been a wonderful blend of that siege that we talk about, that old world, new world style of gameplay, right? Where we have the TDM meta that is in full effect. You see HRG just walk into sight, grab a double. So off the back of that entry, feeling pretty good about how it's going. But it's the blend, right? We're still seeing some of that have to clear it section by section. You still have to go up and clear out every room because the flank is so huge, especially with operators like Solus on the board.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting how we see, having the Valkyrie and a zombie band out leaves the roamers of Fenrir and Solus out, just completely changes the way that Chalet is played.
Attackers dropping the diffuser.
Agreed. Okay, 5-5 Whiskey. Both teams away, or 2 away from putting this bad boy behind us. Potentially, could see some of that OT, right? If we keep staying in this same vein here, we saw the 3-3 on the split. We could potentially see some OT here on the first game we cast today, which is great because, why? For one, I love OT. It's the best of the best taking them on. And for two, we don't get to see it too often.
Yeah, it says to me that you've got a tremendous pair of teams and some great shots to back it up. Den, let's go. All that util, all that intel, and grabbing a quick one as the player jumped in the window. Well played there on the back of intel from Den.
Oh man!
Don't tell me they're gonna do it again.
Yeah, Den gonna try to get a second one, except for they're gonna get some droning in. Do get him sussed out on the drone. Do know that he's still there holding that angle. Let's see if they're going to still try to push this. That's going to be Capitao taken off the board. Huge pick there. So we find ourselves in a 5v3. 4v3.
Oh.
Excuse me. 3v3. Is Nook going to find themselves a kill now as well? Hello? Sheesh. That's why we see Nook banned so often. That sneaky play, that flank around, that bottom-up type play, absolutely huge, and has now come up again.
They're waiting. Arthur's below. I think they're going to try and ping one of these players to get a nade from below. Arthur's just got 2 sitting, waiting. I think it is definitely going to happen.
There's the hard ping. Iona clone going out. Gonna get a little bit more intel, but is gonna get shut down in the prime.
Ooh, I think, yeah, that nade. Unfortunately, didn't.
Oh no! Wow! Discount.
There it is. There's the nade
Yep.
from below.
There's
Arthur's
the nade
grabbing
you were talking
Ghosty.
Now putting us into a 2v2, folks. There's 30 seconds left on the board. You're going to start to see this last bit of push come in. The swing on the Nook. Not going to come up there. Looked like a little bit of a lag, but they're going to end up getting the kill. And wow. Vector going to ring out and claim the life of Arthur's and end that round for the defense.
Oh, no way.
Whoa.
I thought that Frost had grabbed the kill. Oh, Frost did grab the kill through the floor. But Mira able to flick and grab the player coming up through the bathroom. Great play and push us to the first time for match point today. BTD up 6-5.
That's right. Could potentially be the match and series point here. It's all on the line as this face check for glory between these two teams could potentially be settled up on this round. Let's see if Loud has got what it takes to bring this to some autism.
I think they do. I think, again, great attacking lineup. We've seen Phalix, the Bravo play, incredible. Seen Dom on the Nook from below. Oh, and if they're in one of the basement sites, see Ram brought out the soft breach clear in the fireplace. Look for the boogie to come out and make a lot of noise.
Now, since we saw them opt for that basement site again, do you think we're going to see a little bit of dedication towards clearing these Rams off the board, or is it going to be a free open up on that B side?
I think they're going to try and prevent it if possible. And here you've got Ghosty back upstairs playing in the same position. Suicide corner and library.
Yeah, completely spread out here for this defense. Can be good, or could be absolutely detrimental, depending on if they're able to get really able to set the pace for this attacking team. They are going to open up sight already here. They opt for one hard breacher instead of the duo, and Ram going to start opening up that floor as well. So some verticality getting ready to be utilized against this defensive team. Discount going to put himself in connector because hell no, right? Oh, still going to take some damage as he's trying to WASD his way out of there. We're still sitting 5 apiece as the first round's off the board. The drones having done their work. Sussed out where the heck these defenders are lying.
Yeah, Ghosty rotating around there, covering the alternative angle there in library.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Speaking of Ghosty, sends one to the nether realms there as Iona gets taken off the board.
Oh,
that's
Ram!
A double. Whiskey.
No.
Now put ourselves into a 5v3. Getting a little bit closer to sealing this one up. BTD trying to put this one away. Loud trying to stay in it, secure themselves that OT and the potential chance.
Oh, that was seriously unfortunate. Ram walking into fireplace, not without enough intel, not knowing the player was there to be able to cover that door. That was real unfortunate.
Now HRV reduced to just 5 HP in agreement. The double impact rings out. Oh! Solus, the peak hurt across the world, finds himself a double. And Whiskey, it's too little, it's too late. Well, maybe not. Starting to come back. Dom does find the one. Gotta ace it, though, to bring this baby back. It's a tall order. Not a deal. That's, of course, true. Not impossible.
Okay, there you go. Clearing some of the utility. Did not want to get trapped in that Fenrir coming down, but the big rotate.
Yep. It was going to be a tough order, a tall order to come back from a 1v5. And in this scenario, wasn't going to play out, unfortunately, in their hands. That's it. That's game 1 done. Over with. Ghosty, MVP, just really coming alive there. 4 players in that double-digit arena. Huge. Absolutely huge round.
Yeah. Great play from both. What a fun game. The back and forth in that one was was tremendous. Seeing great plays from both sides, and for BTD to hang on to win that one. Congrats to both teams, but nice job there.
Yeah, absolutely. BTD employing that buddy system, the refrag potential huge. And because of that, they come up in this best of one. That's it, folks. We're going to be getting ourselves ready for the next one. So sit back, relax, fill your drinks up to the tippy top. Because when we come back, it's the Whiskey Bros bringing you more heat in the Talent League. Heyo!
Let's go.